Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Bitcoin. I wish you all a happy weekend. Market is likely going to be quiet, but that's the time to reflect, look at the chart, do a bit of a recap. Let's do that together in this video. I want to start on the daily chart actually, because we want to do a bit of a weekly recap. Let's take a look. Let me show you some indicators here on the Bitcoin chart daily. So just need to open it. By the way, if you're interested, after this video, I'm going to run probably a 1 hour, 2 hour Q&A session on X. So feel free to join us there for the conversation. Here I'm answering all your questions about the chart. So check it out. You can just head over to X. The link is in the description and in the comment section, like a Saturday morning Q&A. Check it out. There's lots of other content on X about mindset and so on. So feel free to check it out. It's a great way to connect. Better communication than on YouTube. And obviously on the weekend we also have our membership live stream. If you're interested in the membership on Sunday 5 p.m. UTC, there's also a great way to really directly communicate with our MCO community in the membership. All right, let's start with the daily time frame. I promised you I've got some indicators here that we just want to take a look at. First of all, you might remember the CME gap. We talked about that earlier this week. Price dipped into it, closed it completely, and is now above it. Actually, the daily candle closed above the gap. I'm normally not too keen on gaps. I don't normally, follow that too much, but this was really respected well. And when we've got them on the chart, I mean, to be honest, this chart, the situation hasn't changed at all, but obviously in such a way for correction, we're looking for additional clues, for additional things that we can observe to get an idea of where the price might turn around. It is still a bullish scenario, okay? And even in the bearish scenario, which is highlighted here in red, let me explain that again. Even in the red bearish scenario, a bounce would be expected, okay? So that's what I'm tracking for other charts as well, like for example, the Solana chart. So based on our model here, even in the bearish scenario, a bounce in a B wave would be likely before selling off further. That B wave in red could even overshoot previous highs. So it might take a while until we really know the difference between white and red. But this is the area, broader area, where I'm watching for a low. Doesn't mean, it doesn't mean it has to go up straight away. It could mean it forms another low and then goes up. It could always happen, right? But that's one thing. So CME gap, keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the 50% retracement, 75,340 in the coming week, and 69K. Let me know in the comments if you think we're going to test 69K. I would say this would be super deep. I mean, I would like to avoid that. Maybe one more low to around about 75, 72K. These are some support levels on the smaller time frame as well. But 69 would be deep. Now, that's one thing. Then we've got the RSI Relative Strength Index, where you can see here that the price has formed a bullish divergence. Lower low on the price chart, higher low on the RSI. That's what I'm tracking. Then actually on the larger time frame, we can open that as well. On the larger time frame, you can see that we are tracking the stochastic RSI when it opens. And this has produced a bullish cross this week. It's actually crossed. So also that, again, they are just indicators to watch in the background. They kind of align with the Elliott Wave count to suggest that we should see at least some kind of a bounce here. Okay. Now these indicators, especially on the weekly chart, they don't tell you the low has formed already, but they just sort of, it's just more in addition to what we're already tracking. So yeah, those are some indicators I'm tracking, I'm observing. And then what we can also do is we can add the MACD on the daily chart. And you can see that we have a bullish cross here, okay? Now, the bullish cross is not valid yet. Let me explain why. And to be honest, the last bullish crosses were kind of fake outs as well. But the difference is this time. So let me explain. So here, for example, we had a bullish cross. But the RSI was kind of, so bullish cross down here. But the RSI was kind of neutral in bear mode. So that didn't really lead anywhere. And also, there was not really any deep correction at the point. So now the correction has happened by price and time. Then the market was oversold, RSI, and we had a bullish cross afterwards. That it just couldn't make it That's just sometimes what it is. But now we actually have a bullish divergence. So we have bullish divergence here on the, first of all, histogram as well, but on the RSI as well. And it's trying to turn to the upside. So next attempt, again, it's the MACD is not, just because we have a bullish cross doesn't mean we turn around. You get a lot of fake signals in sideways consolidations, which this was. But now we actually have a structure that is technically complete. Surely another low cannot be ruled out on the micro level, but also here we are in an area from where a reversal could occur, right? These are the things that I'm watching. There's much more I'm watching. There's lots of on-chain data. I'm watching stuff that I'm sending out also in our membership. But yeah, these are the things specifically on the charts that I'm observing right now. Let's take a look at the smaller time frame. And no, this is not the smaller time frame. This one is. Here, not much has changed since the last update either. But we're still, important is Bitcoin is trying to move higher, right? The buyers start to step in. In line with what the stock market is doing as well. The problem is also on the stock indexes, which I'm tracking in parallel. They also have not yet confirmed an upside reversal, right? So speaking about the membership, not the membership, the live stream on Sunday, we're going to do a general market overview, take a look at different markets. That's what you guys voted for on Discord. So if you're interested in just getting Elliott Wave counts and discussing a little bit how different markets are looking like at the moment, just check out the Sunday stream. It's at 5 p.m. UTC. We moved higher, but we got stuck below the 61.8 retracement. So stuck below key breakout point to the upside. So that's not directly bullish yet. Again, that's why I still have labeled as potentially larger wave 4. Someone asked me yesterday, do I prefer white or yellow? Really, I mean, can't answer that at the moment because we are stuck in a sideways range still. Seems like yellow is in control short term. I would say maybe a little bit yellow at the moment, but that can change because on these smaller time frames, probabilities are dynamic. I'd rather say that in this area, I'm watching for a reversal. Could very well get another low, and I would say as long as we're holding above 82,564, I would slightly prefer yellow, but it really depends on how it develops. If I see suddenly on the smaller time frame a 5-wave move down and we break support, I'm not going to prefer yellow anymore. So it's just that something that we're watching here. The levels are objective. We are between support and resistance, kind of still neutral, because while the price has pushed higher, really nothing has changed. Okay, it's just that the short term, the bears have failed to drive the price down lower, but the bulls have not broken out yet. So no critical level has been broken, therefore the situation hasn't changed. They're both plausible scenarios. I haven't seen enough to confirm yellow, okay? But I'd say I'm quite neutral between white and yellow, but this is broadly an area where I'm watching for a reversal. Just need some more signals, like a break above 85,470 for further confirmation that the yellow scenario is clearly leading. For now, maybe slightly the yellow count, but just because we've slightly broken above previous highs, it's time for a rebound, for a bounce, and the pullback so far is in 3 waves. But if this turns into a 5-wave move down with a break below 82,560, then this is deeper than it would be ideal in the yellow scenario, and we're likely gonna either, at least we're gonna fall back into familiar territory into this range. So these are the parameters to watch. If we get another low, that's maybe one more thing to say, 75,320 to 72,630. These are the next support levels. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Yeah, and if you're interested in having a conversation about the charts, check out the X profile. Happy to answer your questions here this morning about Bitcoin. Get your coffee and join the conversation over there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.